In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to play this awesome gospel-inspired neo-soul song. Enjoy! How's it going? Dave here, and my channel is all about helping you make awesome neo-soul and R&B sounds on your guitar. So if you're new here and that sounds like your kind of thing, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you click that notification bell so that you're notified every single time I release a new video. So let's get started with this cool little gospel-inspired neo-soul riff that I wrote. To start off with, we're playing in the key of E minor, and we're starting off with an E minor 7 chord. But what we're going to do is we're going to hammer on our ring finger and our middle finger. Then we're going to play the A string and then the E string. Pretty simple. And then we're going to just do a little mute straight after. A nice little picking pattern we've got going on there. Then we're going to use sixths, and sixths are like one of my favorite intervals for creating really pretty sounding melodies. So that's what we're doing. So we're playing 9 on the D and 8 on the B. Then we're playing 10 on the D and B. Then we're playing 12 on the D and B. So that's what sixths sound like, and I'd really suggest using those in your riffs for a more beautiful kind of sound. Then after we play that 12th fret, we're going to play the 10th fret of the high E string. Then we're going to play this cool chord. And this chord is a G9 sus4. So this is kind of used as a secondary dominant to lead us to C. Okay, so there's a fifth above C, and we're just hammering on the 12th fret of the B string here, so before we hit that C major 7. So all together. Okay, cool, so we're playing in the key of E minor. E minor contains all the same chords as G major. And if we were playing in G major, C would be chord 4. And what you can do is you can make the 4 chord minor. So that's exactly what I did here. I transitioned from C major 7 into C minor 9. And what we're doing is we're playing that classic neo-soul shape 8, 8, 8, 10. Hammering on that 10th fret really quickly. Then I'm just descending chromatically here, so with the top string, so 10, 9, 8, pulling off. Then we're playing 11 and 8 on the B string. So major to minor sounds like this. Really, really awesome sound. So that's another cool tip you can use in your riffs. Play the minor 4 chord. Then we're moving to a diminished chord here, so this is a diminished 7th chord. It's an A diminished 7th chord. But what we're actually doing here is we're playing a rootless B7 flat 9 chord. Okay, so let me explain this. What the intention is to lead us back into E with a secondary dominant, so B7. Yeah, that sounds quite nice. But if we play a B7 flat 9, the top 4 notes of the B7 flat 9 are a diminished 7th chord, and I'm just playing the notes of that diminished 7th chord here. And it leads us really, really nicely back into E minor. So we're playing 7, 8, 7, 8 on the top 4 strings. And then I thought I'd just lead us back in with that 10th fret of the top E string. So then we just repeat things again. So When we play this G9 sus4 though, we are just going to add a little bit of embellishment here. So I'm just hammering on the 12th fret, 13th fret, 12th fret, 10th fret of the B string, and then playing the 12th fret of the G string there. Then we go to C major again, C major 7, with this cool little strumming pattern. Then we're playing 7 and then 5 on the low E string. Okay, so from here we're on A minor, so I play an A minor 9. Then I play a D9 sus4. I'm liking these 9 sus4 chords at the moment. Okay, and then just playing the 7th fret of the B string to lead us back into our E minor. So that's the entire first half of the song. Hopefully there's a few little gems you've got there that you can start implementing into your music. But now we've got the second half of the song. So what I'm doing is I'm playing an E minor 7 and I'm just running down the strings, kind of arpeggiating the chord really. Alright. Now something you can do to make it sound a bit more kind of R&B, if that's your kind of style, is to palm mute it. And maybe like not palm mute the top note. That's something you can do. But I decided to just play everything open. Then I'm kind of just walking up the E minor scale with the bass. So I go from E to F sharp, and I'm playing this weird chord. It's like a B minor with a F sharp in the bass. And then I'm playing a G major. So the bass is doing that. Then we're doing this little lick. Just adds a little bit of melody to the riff. So that is the 12th fret of the B string, 10th fret of the B string, and 12th fret of the G string. And I'm hammering on that 12th fret of the B string there. There we go. Then we're playing, this is an A minor 7. Again, just playing the strings one at a time and doing this little lick. So I'm playing 12, 13, 12 really, really quickly on the B string, hammering on, pulling off. Like that. And then 14 and 12 on the G string. These little embellishments with these single notes really add a lot to your riffs. So make sure you're adding them in. And then we're playing a B7, which is the 5 chord, which leads us very nicely into E minor, as we mentioned earlier. So we're playing, which is B7 chord. Just played one string at a time. Skipping out the A string, so 7 on the E, 7 on the D, 8 on the G, and 7 on the B. And then we're just descending the E minor scale, but with double stops on the last 2. So the run is 8, 7 on the B string, and then we're playing 9 and then 7, both on the D and G strings, like that. So let's just take a listen to that quickly. So we just repeat that, we play it 2 times, then the 3rd time we play all the way up to the A minor, but when we play the A minor, this is where things change. So we're going to play an A minor 9 chord, and we're going to slide our little finger up to the 13th fret of the B string and back down to the 12th fret. And then just descend the chord again. Then we're going to play a nice little D11 chord. And then something you can do to add extra tension before we resolve on the E minor is move these 2 fingers, your index and your middle finger, back a fret. And we get this chord. I can't remember off the top of my head what it's called, but on the chord chart it's going to show you. And that really, really, really adds a lot of tension, which leads us nicely back into E minor. So that's how you play the song. If you want the guitar tab, then that's down in the description at my Patreon page. You can sign up to that for as little as $2 a month. The highest tier contains my book, Chord Charisma. If you're not too sure if you want to get Chord Charisma yet, then down in the description is a link to the first 2 chapters, which you can get for free. That's going to show you how to write awesome chord progressions and then add cool extensions like 7ths, 9ths, 11ths, and 13ths, all that good stuff to make your chord progressions sound very nice and sophisticated like this. So definitely check that out. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you let me know what you thought in the comments, and subscribe to the channel if you still haven't done so yet. If you want some more cool neo soul content, then make sure you check out this video here, as that's going to be really, really useful for you. And I'll see you there.